Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can go anywhere. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. We are the rainbows. So, you know how you make a wish when you see, can't remember the name of that plant. A dandelion is what I'm getting. Not sure of the appropriate name of, but you see them in the ground, right? And you blow them, and the seeds spread. So God told me every time we see those, we make a wish. We make a wish, and I've been like wishing for some amazing things, world peace, change in the world, you know, God's people overcoming their evil ways with good, right? So, y'all, I'm like a Renaissance woman. I can change a tire. I love old school cars. Um, I can do many things. I could do hair, and this is in real time. I can do hair. I can change a tire. I used to, I love old school cars, fishing. Not really fishing, just the fish like it used to be a catch and release, but I'm doing things so differently now. My lenses are so clear. I see the picture so clear. So I'm able to see entities, dark, black and white, black and yellow, white and black, yin and yang. I can see all type of entities, right, good and bad around me. And I told you that the bad entities that was once working for Satan and made to work for Satan. They had no choice to work for Satan because they had common death, and of course they was afraid to step out and do things on their own. So I'm sitting at a table now, mind you, I'm the queen of the 12 gates of pearls, right? So in my dream, God gave me a bouquet of flowers. And he said, make a wish. I'm like, dang, that's a lot. He said, Charmaine, this is for you. Like, you always putting other people first, put you first. So, we talked about some other things. He was like, when you get some money now, I want you to put you first. Don't put nobody first. You buy whatever you need to buy. You do everything you need to do. Get you out the way. I don't care how other people feel, which I really don't care. But right now, it's just my son and I, right? So he said, even your son, he's going through the journey that you went through, and everybody had their own roles to play. I said, okay, I got you, Daddy. Of course, I'm not going to ever go against my daddy. Stunning like my daddy, young stunner, okay? So I'm like, okay, big fella, I hear you, boo boo. I hear you, big daddy. So I started creating, right? So God showed me in real time, what's the name of those daggone, that family? They family and the mayor, they had a pool party in Maryland and somebody drowned. That was actually a sacrifice to the Leviathan spirit, right? So their land is actually my stolen inheritances. Listen, I have over 8,000 properties in DC. Okay, so let alone I have other properties throughout this whole country. Okay. If you get it stomping, the Wiccans are big mad and I don't give a fuck. So the angel number is 23. 23, 23rd is my birthday, January 23rd. So again, I represent the 12 gates of heaven of pearls. I represent all 12 zodiac signs. I know a lot of y'all not going to understand. When God passed me the torch, look, a job for one. Yeah, it's a lot, okay? So I'm sitting at the table, right? I started creating. I was like, I want a pearly table. She got expensive taste. Met her last night, moved her in the crib today. So it was like, okay. So I see myself creating a pearly table right now. I'm into my creative thingy of acrylic pours, right? So I'm mixing the colors and a proxy tables and countertops and shit like that. So I was like, okay, I want gold trimming, like how the Arabics had that little expensive look in their furniture. I don't know the nationality of the creators that design furniture, but I was like, look, I don't really want to tap into furniture like that, but I do have some ideas as colors, and I do want to partner, of course, not with Versace, no offense to the high label marketing people, but I rather work with those that's coming off the ground, that's trying to get a fresh start in life. You know, I rather deal with the new up and coming angels that needs a little push. So I'm never into it, fucking fashion anyway. I know designer. Certain things that I do like, certain things that I don't like. You know what I'm saying? So trust you me, I'd rather have a big ass truck. Um, don't touch my truck. Screw. Look, I'd rather have a big ass Ram, or you know what I'm saying? A big ass truck, 2500, fully loaded truck. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that fancy shit and give me an old school freaking Lincoln Continental matte joint, burgundy matte, you know, chromed out with the black chrome features and stuff like that. You know, some special detail stuff that, you know, I'm renovating, remaking and stuff like that. And I even see me designing cars right in the near future. So I see myself, you know, mixing all the colors, the pearly, the sparkling silver, metallic, pewter colors, and all the earthy tone colors, y'all. So I'm sitting at the table, and of course, I see it's like a witch in my third eye, but it's not a witch. It's the black represent me, who's a black sheep. The white represent French, who was on the dark side. Well, we both were on the dark side, but y'all get what I'm going at. Twin flame energy. So I'm sitting at the end of the table, and when I say God prepared the table in front of your enemies, right? So at first, it looks like a short table. I made it just enough for about 8 people to sit at the table. Y'all, at the other end, it's long. I'm talking about this table is long. So he's at the other end, right? So he came to me, and he came just so I could see him. Like, we in our real fucking Marvel forms, not in human forms. You know, Marvel's the comics of the world. We are actually superheroes of the world. So we are taking up off the characters of Storm, Wolverine, like different ones of God. Those are God's earth angels. You know what I'm saying? The sleeping giants, King Kong is of God, and stuff like that. Godzilla, of course, is of Satan. That's why it's always a royal battle, right? So he comes to me like a black, misty figure, and I'm just looking at him, smiling, you know, trying to be all serious and shit. But I got like a little smirk on my face, like, yeah, baby, I see. You look real good, black and yellow type shit. Like, I'm the queen bee in real time, right? And in the spiritual realm. So he coming to me, y'all. It's like some movie type shit. He's like zooming to me. But of course, in real time, the speed, I'm talking about light years. We in light years, universal type dynamics. So he coming to me, he just looking at me, and his eyes is white, and he's glowing like white. I can't explain it, but you can see his body is like flames, but like a misty type thing that's like ciphering. So he came to me and was like, yeah, baby, I see you, and zoom back like to the other end of the table. So I was like, okay. And I said, you want me to talk about it, right? And he said yes, and big fella, who's God, said, yeah, tell the world about it. So y'all, I'm going somewhere, right? I'm always thinking outside the box. I never ever want to be the same as nobody else. And I've always been a leader type, right? So God has been leading me to tarot, and I'm not into tarot. I'm slowly learning things about it. So I said, okay, what I can do is make cards because God said He want me to make cards, and I slowly began to understand. But of course, I'm not doing it the way that the normal tarot, the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, or however it's categorized. No offense to those that's really in that lane of doing it, right? So I said, okay, Dad, I know where you going at. I know where you going at, big fella. So I said, I'm gonna start I'm gonna create cards, right? So I'm beginning to talk to my Claire audience or whatever that's in front of me, my creators, my ancestors. Like I have workers, I have a team that works with me that put it out in the atmosphere. So when it happens in a physical realm, like nobody can say they did it first. So not no offense to the first creators, but our creative mind, and I see that a lot of people have been stealing my work. Even my readings. And listen, I'm honored, but you have to give credit to where it's due. Even when I repost pictures, I try to put or repost a post. I try to add the creator's name of where I seen it from. Oh, sorry, y'all. To take away, I mean, to not take away from what they got going on because they created it, they posted, I seen it on their post. So the respectful thing to do is give credit to where it's due, right? So y'all, I'm gonna create cards, right? And these is only for the chosen ones that can freaking do these readings. So if you are not a chosen one, if you're working with the government, trying to tap into people across your records, like that's immediate death. You gonna fucking do your karmic debt and your ass out of here type shit. Like for real, you gonna die. Like it's no more playing around. God forgave you, gave you chances. I'm not doing that shit. Off. We clean the shop. Y'all motherfuckers gotta go type shit. So y'all, when I say I start creating cards, the key of like God gave me the key. So it's gonna be tarot cards in the shape of a key, a heart. But like some of them gonna have like a broken piece. You know how you have the that's my best friend, that's my best friend. How you the lovers. Can we be lovers and friends? It's gonna be tarot cards of lovers and friends, animal shape, food, fruit shapes and stuff like that. Houses, cars. It's gonna be like some different shit that nobody has ever seen before, right? And of course, it's gonna have different sayings on it, and I'm gonna even allow um, those that's in that field to create. Listen, so I had a house, right? And of course, I want to do music. I've always been intrigued with making music, and my unique sound is so profound and so copacetic. It's amazing as to how I'm able to hear different things in music, right? So it's like a technique of how everything is on beat. This shit is gonna be like off beat, off key, off tone, guitar playing here. You know what I'm saying? Everything is different, but it's to raise it's gonna be vibrations of higher frequencies because we are, even though it sounds good to us, of today's music, it's still Satan. Lucifer got his hands involved, so it brings out a very low frequency to keep you stuck. So anyway, God is showing me, like He giving me the platform, and I'm just putting things in place or whatever the case may be. So He was like, okay. I was like, yeah. I need y'all to definitely put this in. This is what I want to do. So God said, make a wish. And I'm like, dang, it's a bouquet of these dandelions, right? So I said, how many is it? So he ain't say nothing. Like, you already know. I said, okay, it's 42. He was like, okay, and I said, hold up, 420. So the Sirenian thing on the lady's post on her yard, I told you it's in my videos of the witches stuff. I said, it's 420 dandelions. And He's like, yeah. I'm like, dang, I got a lot of wishes to make. Normally I was giving them to my son, giving them to the other earth angels, my archangel's dad. Like, go on vacation, y'all. Let's have a party. Uh, Harris, like, y'all need to go on vacation. Let us new steppers come in and take over. And they did. They actually went on break, but they still are involved. They are beings of the light. So that's what they do. They can never go on full throttle brakes. But things are changing because we are not like our old former kind. It's not a contradiction to what I'm saying. They are getting used to us really coming through, showing out. That's why I said Satan and his spawns are done. Like, it's no more coming back. They are dead. They are not coming back. In the Bible, they talk about Satan coming back. No, it's not going to fucking happen. That's why a lot of celebrities are reproducing, like towards the end of the year, getting their little baby count up and all this other soul tie connections up. Man, they still done. It's not nothing the fuck they can do. And when you see a child acting out of anger and stuff like that, I see like a black shadow of me flying through the air. Yeah, I'm soaring high, flying like an eagle. And that's the thing. I see eagle wings in the background, like hovering. It's like a big ass black eagle wings hovering and flapping like in slow motion over the mountains, right? So, again, they can't do anything to interrupt the cycle because they are all dying. Y'all see it in real time when you see children act out. Though we are all reincarnated. That's why they try to do the population control. That's to control and kill us earth angels. Like I said, we are reincarnated. It's really no more making new people. Those that have passed from 2, 3 generations ago, they are being rebirthed with and their great grandkids and stuff like that who are reincarnated from previous years. Listen, it's always a cycle effect. That's why the recycling, it's recycled information, recycled. Sorry, y'all, my nose twitching, it tingling. Recycle information as to if my left side is getting warm. This is God touching me. Yes, Father God. So y'all, it's recycled history that they are imitating that is now breaking the matrix. So y'all, listen, speaking of the matrix, right? So when I began to descend and before French came to me, right? Y'all, the walls around me, y'all, we live in a fucking globe, okay? Y'all know that daggone thing that you shake when back in the 80s, the snow globe. The sky is actually really the water. We just upside down. I know it sounds crazy. Yes. It's levels to the shit. So, um, before I began to see French or whatever in his real form, and I can't see myself, but he sees me. Like, we're a mirror, right? Y'all, the outside began to tremble like around me because we are breaking the matrix. We doing something that has never fucking been done. Like, many are called, a few are chosen. When people knew what their journey was going to be, they let God down. They hurt God's feelings. They took their um, their gifts of sorcery, of witchcraft, but they use it for the bad. That's when Satan, of course, came to this world and caused the creation. Satan was already on this world. That's when he was kicked out of heaven when that daggone Leviathan spirit told her to bite that motherfucker apple. You can't bite from the tree of life. You can't bite. Like how they have a family tree, the roots, your ancestral history. It is somewhat right, but that is them fucking trying to molecule and reproduce your shit. Pay attention. So y'all daggone wall around me begin to tremble. Like I see this shit, I feel it. It's like ooh, like a trembling thing, and it's like the demons was trying to also distract my dream, my astral projection dream. Now I'm in the spiritual realm, okay? For those that don't understand, I'm in the spiritual realm, and I can see through my third eye, but it's not even no third eye. This is some amazing eyes. Like I got spider senses. Like I see everything at one time. Like it's so amazing as to how I'm explaining it. Right, I see a lot going on at one time. So the demon's trying to play puppet master and break into and distract me, and they can't do that shit. So anyway, y'all heard that little thump. So anyway, um, I'm still doing my thing. We talking or whatever, and it goes back from me making cards, doing things totally different, creating those that wants to be those of God's people that want to not be in homes, creating homes, waterproof, eco friendly homes that's rodent free, that's bug free. You know what I'm saying? That can handle all type of weathers and stuff like that. Like I'm create. I'm creating all types of shit. So it's like my house is set up with different things on it. I got a farm going on, and each place, right? I had olive oil. I told you that healing oil is to also heal everything. You know how the Sparnati party was doing shit to fuck up the farmers' crops. Man, all you need is one drop of the healing oil. I would go different things. Put Pringles in the water. The marine life like Pringles. I'm telling y'all some good shit. I know it sounds crazy. They like Pringles or whatever. The plain Pringles. So I was bringing them Pringles and stuff like that, and just crunching them up, dropping them in the water, doing each drop of the healing oil in different locations just to heal the fucking world, heal the animals. So I was giving the farmers like I had grown, like I seen carrots, right? Carrots. I would just give them one little stalk of carrot, one little thing of carrot, plant it in your in your in your farm, in your on your land. It's going to create nothing but greatness here on out, because them spawn all these fucking punks wanted to keep us stuck and shit like that. So we're no longer stuck. We are breaking out the matrix, and I'm not gonna withhold information. I'm gonna help my people because I'm letting them. They are already let go from Pharaoh's grasp. Like it's none of that bullshit. So when I say this is some amazing stuff. Hold on, let me see if it's anything. That's all, folks. Keep up the good work. I know y'all out there listening to me. 23, 23:14 on the time clock. 43:50 is how much memory space I have. 24 hours. 24 hours. 24 hours, 24 days, 24 minutes, 24 seconds, 24 months, 24 years, 24,000 million. Yeah. Peace out, guys.